Hello and welcome to Blimey TV. I'm sitting here after Carlisle have just drawn 1-1 away from home against Mansfield Town. I'm sitting where I'm meant to be this time, not in the dining room like I was last week. But you know, it's good to be back up here. It's a lot colder than downstairs, I must admit, but it's just nice to be back in front of the usual background. But yeah, on the match today, it was yet another example of us not being able to hold on to a lead. And as much as I think he had a great game today, Magnus Norman was at fault for the goal. But at the same time, I'm not entirely sure how the free kick got past the wall. I think a solid wall stops that. But you know, it sums up being a goalkeeper, that, doesn't it? You know, you have a great game, but one mistake completely overshadows everything you've done all game. And he will get a bit of stick for that, but I thought he was a lot better. That game today was a lot better than anything I've ever seen any of our other backup keepers do. And by that I mean Lewis Gray. I remember Lewis Gray, he really wasn't up to being a second choice keeper, but Magnus Norman, for the quality in this league from second choice keepers, he is a decent player to have on the bench. And I assume that Farman will be back soon enough. That's what I've been led to believe. When someone says a knock, I don't imagine a long-term injury, but we'll have to see. But if Magnus Norman had to stay in goal for a few games, I wouldn't be that disappointed, because I think the things Farman isn't very good at, Magnus Norman is. Like, coming for crosses is a really big fault of Farman, but Magnus Norman seems to have it spot on. I mean, saying that, it was him coming for a cross that cost us the free kick, which led to their goal. But other than the one instance, I thought it was really solid today. Zanzala with the goal, he's on just mad form at the minute, and I hope he goes on a sort of run like Mellish did. He definitely needs a new like celebration gif on Twitter. I mean, John Mellish got loads. Like, I remember one point they had one of him just eating bananas at one point. But that's what they need for Zanzala now, because it's just scored 4 goals, and all 4 goals have been with the same gif. You know, it is his sort of iconic celebration that he likes to do, and if he wants to stick to that, fair play to him, because you know, I think he can be a real good servant for the club at Zanzala if he sticks with us. We should be looking at extending his contract, because as far as I'm aware, it does expire at the end of the season. And I look at this team at the minute, and that performance was better than what we have been having recently. But it's that again. It's that thing of us going 1-0 up and then conceding. We didn't lose. It is still a point on the board, but some people will see it as a good point. Some will see it as 2 points dropped. Personally, I'm on the side of 2 points dropped, because, you know, I can never take a draw as a good result after we've been ahead, because I think if we go ahead, we should be winning every game, especially with the quality of the squad we've got at the minute. But yeah, look, it's slowly drifting away them playoff places, and I know I shouldn't be saying this because it's not very optimistic of me, but is it time to think, right, well, if we can keep this squad, or the best players in this squad, and sort of maybe expand it in the summer a bit, this is a real, like, great squad that could go on to just win the title next season, like we had a chance of doing this season. But it's injuries like today that have really ballsed our season up, just unlucky occurrences throughout the season that have really ballsed us up this season. Yeah, on to some of the other players. Zanzala obviously plays well, gets the goal. Luis Alessandra, he was just a spectator, really. He really didn't do anything. I remember he did this one like turn skill move at the start of the first half, and that's the only thing I can remember him actually doing all game. He really didn't have a good game today, but on the other side, Brennan Dickinson, probably better than Alessandra, but not at his best. John Mellish, I think he got the assist, but I think it was maybe like sort of a deflected assist. So, you know, he played well today. He gave away a few fouls, but you know, it's John Mellish. He always does that. Callum Guy with the captain's armband played well. I remember a few really good tackles he did. He absolutely runs that midfield, and I think he's one of the players that we just need to focus all our energy on keeping hold of in the summer, because there will be other clubs like League One, Championship level looking at him and thinking, we can get a good player out of him there. But Joe Riley as well. He's become a bit of a fan favourite recently, hasn't he? But yeah, Joe Riley, as usual. Even when Joe Riley doesn't have a good game, he's still decent, and I think that's what he was today. He was just solid, and that's he didn't have the best of games. Another player I want to touch on is Jack Armour at left back, who's been playing really well recently, but today I thought it was just really off the pace. All of his passes seem to be going they're all just misplaced. Like, he's been really good this season at them crosses, cutting in and crossing, and that's what he's been good at all season, and he's been trying that today, and pretty much every single one resulted in nothing. Tanner looked a little bit shaky at right back, which you don't often see. Rod McDonald, I thought, was our best defender today. And Reece Bennett, of course, he was just being his usual solid self. I think it's fair to say that he's come out of his bad run of form. I think 1 or 2 goals last week, depending on who you side with in that debate. But look, it was a disappointing result today, but there are positives to take from it, which is a lot more than I could say about most of the other matches recently. So yeah, we just need to push on, and we just need to win this next game, because we just need to build on these results. We need to get Zanzala out there scoring. We need to defend better. We just need a bit of consistency, and that's what I'm thinking Chris Beach is trying to build on. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that in a bit.